In today's video, I'm going to be giving you a full step-by-step tutorial on how to use BullX. Now, this video is going to cover everything you need to know, including how to get access, as well as how to set up the bot so that you can start trading today. So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. Now, in order to get access to BullX, I'll actually include a link in the video description down below, and you can click that link to get access. That will then take you to this Telegram page, and all you have to do is click Start at the bottom. And from there, you'll see a message like this, where it tells you, "Congratulations, your access code has been redeemed." Now, BullX hasn't fully been released to the public yet, so you will have to click that link or it won't actually give you access. However, once you have found this message, we can simply go to the bottom and click Login. From there, we're able to open up a link, and we then get taken to this page. So we just have to click Next. And from there, we can start funding our wallet. So it will automatically create a Solana wallet for us. And all we have to do is copy this wallet address right here, and we can just send over some Solana to get started. So as you can see, I've got a wallet here of 1.7 Solana, and I'm just going to simply click that, and I'm just going to choose to send. From there, we can paste in the address, and we can then choose how much Solana we're looking to send. Now I'm just going to choose 1 Solana. However, you can send over as much as you want from there. And then we can go ahead and click Send. As you can see, it now shows that I've got $152 worth of Solana, so I can go ahead and click Start Trading from there. You will now have access to BX. The first thing we want to do from here is go to the left-hand side and then go down to Wallet Manager. And here's where we can manage all of our wallets now for this video. As you can tell, I'm doing this with Solana. However, they do support other chains such as Blast Arbitrum, BASBin, Binance, and Ethereum. So you can choose whichever one you like. However, I'm just going to be choosing Solana now from here. We actually want to export our private keys, and they only give us 48 hours to do this, or it gets destroyed forever for security reasons. So you do want to make sure that you export your private key and then import it into Phantom. So we want to click up here where it says Private Keys, and we're just going to click on it. From there, it tells us that we can download our private keys. We also have to tick this to acknowledge that the keys cannot be downloaded again. So the first thing you must do is click Download Private Key. From there, we can click I acknowledge, and we can then click Done. From there, your private key will get downloaded onto your device, and all you have to do is open up Phantom, go to the top left corner, and from there, we can choose to add or connect a wallet. We can then choose to import a private key, and we can give it a name, and once you import it, you'll then be able to see it inside of Phantom. So the cool thing about BX is that you can actually add multiple wallets inside of one chain. Let's just say we found a coin that we thought was going to do really well. We could actually buy it with 2 different wallets. We could use one of those wallets to hold, and we could use one of those wallets to trade. And if you wanted to add a new wallet, you can simply click Add Wallet here. That will allow you to create a new wallet. So from there, we now got our wallet ready, and we're now ready to start trading. So on the left-hand side, there's a few different options, and the first one is New Pairs. So the New Pairs tab will actually show us all of the new coins across all the chains. If you only wanted to see one chain, we could go to the left-hand side, and we can click on Chains, and we can choose which chains we would like to trade on. Now, as you saw at the beginning, I opened up a Solana wallet and imported Solana. So I'm going to turn all of these other ones off, and I'm just going to keep Solana active. And I'm going to click Start Trading for here. As you can see, all of the new coins that get added will be Solana or Pump coins. So that now means all of the coins which will update in here will be Solana coins. Now we can also filter this in the top right corner, and that allows us to hide Pump, Fun coins. And it also allows us to filter these coins down. And that means that we can select options like this, and that means that we only find coins that are relatively safe. Of course, they can still rug, but This will mean that we will see less scams on our new pairs tab. Now we can also filter this down even more by liquidity and volume. So if you only traded coins that are above 1 million market cap, for example, you could put 1 million in the minimum section here. However, if you only traded smaller coins, you could of course change these settings to match your trading style. And from there, you can click apply, and this is a great way to find brand new coins. And it means that we'll be able to buy early. So let's just say we saw this coin and we wanted to buy it. We could simply click on it, and it now opens this trading interface where we can trade the coin. So in the middle of the screen, we'll be able to see the chart, and above that, we can see important information about the coin, such as the price, market cap, and liquidity, stuff like that on the right-hand side. We'll be able to buy and sell, and we can also choose between market orders and limit orders, but I'll touch on this a little bit later. Underneath that, we'll be able to see our gas settings. And we actually want to click on that so that we can access this page now. To start with, there's the priority fee. And the higher you set this, the faster your transactions will go through. So by default, it'll be set to rapid. However, you can set it to double sane, and that means that it spends 0.2 Solana for each transaction, just to make your transaction go through faster. Now you can change this, so you could set it to custom, and if 0.1 is too much for you, you could change it to 0.1. However, bear in mind that your transactions will go through slower. And of course, if you've got more Solana to spend and you want them to go through faster, you could also set this to 0.5 or something like that. From there, your slippage will be by default set to %. But in my opinion, that's a little bit too high, personally. I tend to set mine between 10 and 20%. And because Solana is so volatile, you don't want your slippage too low or your transactions will just fail. From there, you can turn me protection on or off. But personally, I keep it turned off and I keep my slippage a bit lower so that my transactions go through faster, because if you turn me protection on, that means your transactions will go through a lot slower now. As well as the priority fee, you can also bribe the validators. And this is another way of making your transactions go through faster now. By default is on 0.1. However, of course, if you wanted to raise this higher, you can set this to 0.2, or you can just get rid of it if you want, because it is optional. However, I recommend keeping it on, so I'm just going to set mine to 0.1. From there, we can close our order settings. So if we wanted to buy at the current market price, we'd set this to market. We can then either type in how much Solana we want to buy, or we can use these preset buttons. Now, if you wanted to edit these preset buttons, you can actually go to the bottom left corner and go down to Settings, and you can then go to Buy Preset Buttons, and from there we can edit these buttons down here on whatever chain you are using. As you can see, I've just got mine set to 0.512 and 3. That means that we can choose between 0.5 Solana, 1 Solana, 2 Solana, 3 Solana, etc. You can also just type in the amount here. So if we wanted to buy a tiny amount of this coin, we could simply type it in here, and then we could click this green button down here. And that will then execute our trade. As you can see at the top, the order is now complete. It shows us when we bought it, and it also shows us our average price, which is useful for tracking our profit and loss. Now, if we then decide we want to sell this coin, we can switch it to sell over here, and we can then choose a percentage amount which we're trying to sell. So let's just say I wanted to sell 100% IC. Click 100%. And from there we can click Sell Now at the bottom. We'll be on this Orders tab. And this will show us all of the buys and sells, and it will also show us our orders over here. Now what you can also do is click Positions, and that will show you how much you invested, how much you sold, and it will also show you your profit and loss. Now, as well as New Pairs tab on the left, there's also Pump Vision, and this is for trading pump. Fun coins, so on the left-hand side, a brand new pump. Fun coins in the middle are coins which are about to go to radium, and on the right-hand side are coins which have launched from pump. Fun and made it to radium. So if you tend to trade pump up fun coins, this is a really good interface. And I especially like tab in the middle, because if we can see a coin that's getting tons of buyers and it's about to hit radium really fast, it means that we may be able to buy it and then hold it as it continues to go up. From there, we also have an Explore tab, and this allows us to see current trending coins, the biggest gainers, the biggest losers, as well as recent coins. Now, just like with the new pairs, we can also filter this down and we can also change the time frame. So if we wanted to see trending coins within the last 5 minutes, we can click trending and we can select 5 minutes up here, and there's all the trending coins in the past 5 minutes. From there, the next option is automation. And this will actually show us all of our limit orders and trading automations. Now, you might have remembered me saying earlier about limit orders, and that was on this page right here, right next to market. So instead of market buying, we also have the option to limit buy. And this means that we can choose the price which we buy at. So let's just say we wanted to buy a tiny amount, but we wanted to buy it at a certain market cap. We can actually adjust this. And as you can see, there's a line that appears on the screen. And this basically allows us to choose when we want to buy. So if we wanted to buy when it drops 50%, for example, we could click 50%. And then if the coin drops from 4,000 market cap down to 2,000, that would actually buy it. If we were to click this now, as you can see, the order's now being created. And if we go back to that tab we were just on, we'll now be able to find it in this active ORD section here. So this is basically how we can track all of our orders. However, we can also delete it from here if we wanted to by clicking that, and that automation will now be removed. Now, the final thing I'm going to touch on in this video is the portfolio. And when you click on that, you'll actually be able to see your portfolio. Now, this is useful for tracking your profit and loss. And it also shows you all of the coins which you've bought, and it shows you how much money you've made or lost on them. But other than that, this has been my step-by-step tutorial on how to use BX. Now, as I said earlier, I'll actually include an invitation to link in the video description down below, and you can click that link in order to get access to this bot today. So I hope you found this video helpful, and thanks for watching.